Welcome back. In the previous video, in part 1, we spoke about what connected speech was and how that worked, especially with the context of consonant and vowel sounds. Today we'll look at two other ways in which connected speech works with examples. Hi, I'm Ajit from Capshine. Capshine is a revolutionary learn-it-together English fluency program. And with Capshine, learning English is easy, quick, fun, affordable, and effective. And we promise a whole new you in 6 months or less. So, what are connected speech? Well, it's when many words are blended into each other when you speak. You do not pronounce each word separately, right? And this is usually done through linking. So this is the blending and pushing of sounds together. For example, come up is spoken as come up. Would you like to come up for dinner? Or don't you is combined or linked as don't you. Right? Don't you want to do well in your exam tomorrow? Notice how they're combined into one sound. There are 3 ways in which this linking happens. So you could link by using consonant and vowel. When there's a consonant end and a vowel beginning, linking happens, and we saw this in part 1. Today we're going to talk about linking in consonant and consonant sounds and vowel sounds. And let's see what that is and how that works. So let's take a look at some examples. Look at the word small lake, right? Notice that the sounds, the end sound of the first word is a consonant, it's not a vowel, right? And the beginning sound is a consonant as well. In this case, you would drop one of the consonant sounds and combine the 2 sounds. For example, this is pronounced small lake, right? I went to a small lake last week. Went to, again, notice it's the same sound. So I drop one of the sounds and combine it together. Went to. I went to a small lake yesterday. And here, again, would and you, the sound changes a little bit into a j sound. So instead of saying would you, I'd say would you? Would you like some coffee? Would you? Similarly, want to. In this case, the T sound is completely removed and replaced with another sound. Instead of want to, it becomes wanna. Do you wanna go for coffee later? Wanna instead of want to. Before going to a few more examples, I'd like to quickly talk about the Capshine learning program. With this, you get speaking opportunities, you get to learn and practice as a group. You get a personal coach who gives you customized feedback and recommendation on how you're doing. And of course, daily micro lessons and live classes that help you build your foundations and become a more confident and powerful speaker. Great. Let's continue by looking at some more examples in situations where there are consonant end and consonant beginning sounds in words. Take a look at this sentence. How would you say it? Could you drop me home? Right? What are the places where you'd apply linking? Which words would you combine together? Well, you would combine these 2 and it would sound could you. Notice how it becomes a j sound, right? Could you drop me home? Similar to would you, right? Would you drop me home? Did she hit you? What do you think are the words that will get combined or linked together here? Right? So here, hit you combines together 2 consonant sounds. So instead of saying hit you, you would say did she hit you? Did she hit you? Right? This sounds funny when you hear it in separation, but in conversations, this is how they should sound. You would link the words together and create one sound when using or combining words like these. Alright, let's try using what we've learned in different contexts and see how you can figure out which words to link and how they would sound like. So what do you think are the words that can be linked together and what do you think they sound like when you speak them? Well, the answer is you would link these 2 and it would sound should you be here? Right? The DJ, the j sound. Should you be here? What about these? I want more rice. Well, you would link these 2 And the sound would be, I want more rice, one more, one more. So the T sound is dropped off, I want more rice. That's the sound you'd be left with, I want more rice. And of course, Dodo is not a bad dog. Notice how I said bad dog? I did not pronounce bad and dog separately. What I did is I linked these two and I dropped one of the D sounds, bad dog, right? One D sound, bad dog. And therefore that is linked as well. Great, let's look at another situation. Here we are going to look at vowel and vowel linking, right? So take a look at these examples. I asked becomes I ask. The end becomes the end. To or becomes to or, right? So I asked the waiter for some food. The end is here. I want one or two, or I want two or more reasons to eat this food, right? Random examples, but examples of how they can be used to create that connected speech. Do it becomes do it, right? So what you notice, of course, is that the verb or the vowel sounds, the ending and the beginning come together and they are linked. Let's look at a few examples. She always comes late to class. This would sound she always comes late to class. Notice how it became one single sound, she always, right? You can go over the bridge to reach her. Similarly, you could go over the bridge to reach her, go over, right? So one sound where you're not pronouncing the O's separately, but as one unit, go over, right? You can go over the bridge to meet her. Let's try it out with a sample quiz. Where do you think the connection or the linking happens? I can't do it today. So here, the O and the I are vowel sounds. So you would combine them and say, I can't do it today. I can't do it today. I can't do it today, right? You're connecting both those sounds together. She asked her English teacher for help. Where do you think the linking happens? There, right? So two vowel sounds. She asked. The sound will be she asked. She asked her English teacher for help. She asked. They got here the day after you arrived. Where do you think the linking must happen? Here, remember, vowel sounds linked together. So where would that happen? There, right? So they got here the day after you arrived. You arrived. Notice how it goes into one flow and one sound. It's not two separate sounds. You arrived. So try using this where you notice words that have a consonant end and a vowel beginning, consonant sounds, vowel and vowel sounds, and see how you can use connected speech to sound more natural, right? If you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification to not miss videos like these. And of course, don't forget to check out the 30-day free trial with Capshine. You can do this by going to capshine.com or downloading the app from the App Store. Thanks for watching.